Hi, welcome to Live at 12:05. My name is Sheila Williams-Morales. I'm a museum docent here at the Isle of Wight County Museum, and this is part 2 of the swag video. Swag! Swag is sort of just the merchandise that the companies would create so that if people wanted to show love for them, they could wear it. So you usually see it with things like Coca-Cola. Today I have some neat items to show you. So the first two are these matchbooks. This one is for Rich's Supermarket, and this is for the Sykes Inn. So Rich's was around in Smithfield in the 1960s until the early 1980s. They were on South Church Street, and their parking lot was used for paper drives, even after they closed. But in terms of the matchbook itself, I think it was from the 70s based off of the design for the logo, and it functions how you would think a matchbook from a supermarket would function. Its name is all over this, so it's just meant to advertise the store. In contrast, we have the Sykes Inn. So rather than just the name, it has the name of the proprietor, the address, the phone number, and a small drawing of the inn in 1752. So the proprietors at the time were Mr. and Mrs. R.L. Thompson Jr. The address was 112 Main Street on Smithfield. And they became the owners of the Sykes Inn in November of 1968 after they bought it from Mrs. Daniel Webster Sykes. And they were the owners until the early 1970s when the Sykes Inn would close and then reopen under new ownership in May of 1972. And what I like about these two items is that, yes, they were meant to advertise, but say you had one of these in the 60s or 70s. And someone needed a match, well, if they were to use this and they want to visit the location, they would have all the relevant information, the name, the address, the phone number. I particularly like Rich's, despite not having an address, because if you open it up, there's another cute advert inside that says, "There's a Rich store near you, please try one." And there's a bit of a double meaning of please try one of our stores, but also please try one of these matches. And apparently someone did, because there's 7 matches missing. And then the next item I have is this small silver ladle from James River Smithfield Barbecue. This company sold, of course, barbecue, but also pots to heat up meat, as well as other accessories like this ladle. And then last, but certainly not least, is this really beautiful wristwatch from Smithfield Ham. And it's got this small pig that's sort of circling the perimeter of the clock face. There were food brands like Coca-Cola and Heinz Ketchup that were designing similar wristwatches. And for the Heinz one, instead of a pig, it was like a ketchup bottle moving around by itself. And while I can't date this wristwatch, it's safe to assume that Smithfield Ham was probably following general trends and advertising and swag that the other companies were doing. But accounting for the actual flying pig, this indicates this is a mystery dial watch. And how a mystery dial watch works is that it has a clock hand that seems like it's floating in midair and moving by itself. That's how they created the effect of this pig. And what it was a disc, a transparent disc attached to the watch, and that moves by itself. That sort of illusion was created in the 19th century by a French magician and watchmaker, Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin. And I think that this item is a lot of fun just because of that pig. It's my favorite of the bunch, and I can imagine someone who wanted to look smart but also support Smithfield Ham would wear this. And that's all I have for you today, but I hope you found it fun. I certainly had fun researching these items, so thank you.